And this time we're going to learn how to build our own custom pipe. So we would like to build a custom pipe that transfers a number between a 0 to 1 to its percentage value. So if it's 0.65, we would like to present 65%. So it's quite an easy example, only to understand what exactly is needed to be done. So let's create a new typescript file. Let's call it my pipe, and as usual we need to import component from Angular 2 core, but this time we also need to import a pipe decorator and a pipe transform interface. So if you would like, you can go and see what exactly that this means. All you have to do is see that this pipe is a pipe factory, and a pipe transform is an interface, and this interface says that we need to implement a transform function which gets any kind of value, any kind of arguments, and return any kind of value. So you can see that it says okay repeated 3 times in implement product, okay. It's just an example, but you can learn exactly what is needed. So let's go back to our pipe that we are creating. Okay, so we are creating a new class, and let's call it my pipe percentage, and we are implementing the pipe transform interface, which means this is the contract that if we want to implement it, we have to implement this function. And you can see that the TypeScript yelled at us that we didn't implement the transform function, so you don't have to remember anything with TypeScript. You can copy paste the declaration, and now let's just implement it. Okay, so in our case we said that we would like to take a value like 0.65 and transform it to 65%. Let's do some other cases. If our value is less than 0, then it's invalid, and let's say for this case that if it's bigger than 1, it's also invalid. So first of all, let's check our value, and we can also ask TypeScript to know that in this case our value will be a number, but arguments can be anything. We won't going to use it actually. So if our value is not a number, or it's undefined, or a value is bigger than 1, or a value is smaller than 0, then let's throw an exception, invalid number. And in the other cases, we can say that our value is valid, and let's return the value multiplied by 100, and let's add the percentage sign. So there you go, we created our class, and what we need to do now is tell Angular that this is a pipe. So we use the pipe decorator, and what we need to do in pipe decorator is give him a JavaScript object. All this JavaScript object is name, and which called we call it my pipe percentage, quite a long name. And as we saw before, pipe decorator is actually a factory that will take this class and create from it a pipe, and as long as we implement the transform function. Okay, so we created our own custom pipe. Now we need to tell webpack that we can use it. So we'll add it to our index file, my pipe. So now if we compile, we can see that the webpack compiles again because it noticed there's a new file. And another thing we need to do in our pipe component that we created last time, we need to tell it that this time it's going to use another component that is called pipe, and we can see that it yells at us. Why does it yell at us? Because we didn't imported it. So I'm going to import it. And okay, so this means that in this component we're going to use a pipe that called myPipe%. This is the class name, and the decorators tell Angular how to use it. So let's go back to our HTML file, and let's say that we would like to manipulate this value, and we would like to manipulate it using this pipe. And it's only one pipe, not double. The same is filter in Angular 1. We recompile our method. We see that we have an exception, mypipe.ts. We forgot to do double pipe, so this is another good thing that the TypeScript gave us. You can see that everything is now compiled with no errors, and you can see that our pipe is working. Let's check some other cases. What happens if we give it a negative number? And so we see that we don't see it, and in our console we can see that we have a new exception, invalid number. So the entire page has an exception now. If we would remove it, put another valid number, so see that everything is okay. And this is how you build your custom pipe. And so if we go back, all you have to do is create a new class, implement pipe transform interface, check that your values are exactly how you want it, and then you create your pipe decorator that is actually a factory. You give it a name, and then Angular knows how to look at this new class, and you can add it to your HTML file after you go to your component and tell it that you have a new pipe that you would like to use that is called myPipe%. So see you next time.